She came into the land of desolation, where nothing grows. She came to the land where only mourning is heard. The secret gem of redemption came to the hands of a child. The gem revealed the future. Miasma towers would rise. All would turn to true darkness. The people would fail. The time shard recorded the last twilight. She called the child the chosen one. Dura's tears is for the one, and the one alone. She alone knows the cost of redemption. The cost is life. What's up, guys? Welcome to a special edition of AFK with Danger Gray. I'm your host, Danger, and today we are doing the beta sale for Journey. Really excited to be sharing this with everybody. This video, this first one, is actually going to be focused for players who are in the beta sale, although you're going to get a lot out of it even if you aren't playing it. But I wanted to do just a really quick little breakdown of all the things that could really help you advance your game within the beta sale. There's not a lot of them. It's just a 5-day test. It's small. And I got to mention, I apologize to you guys that it's been, I know you guys have been bugging me to get this out, but as you can tell from my voice, I am dealing with my first round of COVID. So, I mean, I made it a pretty long time without getting it, but I've been dealing with that for a couple of days, so I apologize for the delay. So that's why I want to jump right into this, and away we go. So again, I wanted to focus this first video on ways that you could push your game forward if you're in the beta sale and you're like, dang, I don't know how to advance anymore. I know a lot of people have been running all the way through the story. I think the purpose of this sale, from what I can tell anyway, from what they've told us, is that they wanted to test out this new story. They've completely redone how the story works. And I have to be honest, I've been smitten with Lorsan for quite some time, so all you had me at Lorsan. As soon as Lorsan showed up with his ears, the model looks amazing. We'll find him in a second, but so I've really been enjoying I mean, they could do anything with the story, and as long as Lorsan was there, I'm gonna have a good time. But they've brought in a couple of other characters that weren't in it before. We've got Princess Peggy in it now. There's a lot of great stuff going on with the story. We're going to do a video about that all on its own. So that said, I think the most important thing to do with this beta is to slow down and enjoy the story. So I guess that's kind of against what I said the purpose of the video was, because my overall advice would be slow down. But for the sake of getting ahead and speeding up, let me go through just a few things that you may not be doing that could really help out for you guys that are currently in the beta sale. So something that we do every day with resets is we go to the store, just like AFK Arena. I imagine a lot of you guys are playing AFK Arena if you found your way to Journey, but maybe not. And I'm going to do a basics video for that too, for some things about the game that for players that aren't familiar with the franchise. But so here we've got the general store, right? Dust for gold is always a yes. You need dust. I'm sure you guys have found that out already by now. You want to buy out all the dust for gold, just like in AFK Arena. This envelope here at 210 diamonds is a steal. Really good deal, because they're 300 diamonds to get a pull normally in the store. Oh, right back at you, buddy. We're going to come over here to the Tavern. I'm going to show you guys the most optimal wish list. This is pretty close to the best wish list that you could put together. So you got to keep in mind that this is a 5-day beta test, right? So everything is going to be very fast. We're not going to have a lot of time to build characters up to great lengths. So because of that, a hero like Rowan, who's a healer that just sets out his little cart, is a great way to bang off to a start. And you're not going to need to advance him a lot to get the amount of healing that Rowan can do. You're going to be able to capitalize on without having to build him up a whole bunch. These guys all need lots of building, and honestly, couple of these girls, they're cool, but they're not that useful yet. Ella's really good, but we'd have to build her up. She's this beautiful mage. Cassidy, sorry, her name is Cassidy now. They've been changing names on us. It's great. It's I love all the changes too. I liked Ella, but you know what? Cassidy's already grown on me, so. I love everything about Asperia. I'm an Asperia geek. It's just It just is. So so for your light bearers, you want to have Rowan and Vala here. She's great right off the bat. She's a rogue. Then for your A tier, we're going to want to have tanks. They're going to help you push your, if you're struggling to get through levels. I've seen people posting in like our guild and stuff. They say like, help me with this level, you know, like, oh, I can't beat this. And you can share it, which is a really cool feature, by the way. Great job, Farlight. And you can actually go in, and I think it appears to be you go in and you use their heroes, whoever posted, you know, if I say, hey, give me help, I post it, and people will be able to come in and try using my heroes to beat my level for me. It's really cool. So something I've noticed for a lot of those that people have been posting is they don't have tanks built up that can take the damage. So what's happening is the team's just getting wiped. You need to be building up a tank here. So Lucius is a great starter tank. He's not that good endgame, but again, endgame doesn't matter. So we're going to throw in Lucius here, and then Valen is probably one of the strongest carries in the game for early. If you just get a couple copies of him, you build him up, he can, when he ults in the early game, when everyone's level 50, 60, whatever, he just shreds enemy. I mean, it's crazy what he does. He does the ult, and all the little dots come up above their heads, and they just drop, especially if you're doing the tactical drills, and you need to like put a hero in to beat the whole team. Use Valen if you haven't been. He's really awesome for this early game stuff. So we want to have the two of them. Over here, I'm a Maulers guy. Maulers is my, like if I had to pick a faction, that's just like who I am. I love the Mauler clan. If you've never seen my show, come check out AFK with Danger Gray, Saturdays and Sunday mornings. We start every Saturday morning with Asperia Chronicles, which is we do a history show and working through different lore aspects that we really like about Asperia from AFK Arena as well as AFK Journey. And we're going to be doing a series of YouTube videos coming out soon that are going to talk about the history of like the creation of the Maulers tribe from the Ya, and then the creation of the Wilders from the Maulers, which Dura had a big hand in. And if that interests you, I can also tell you, I can tell you so much more. We can talk about how the Graveborn were created and about the different. We won't get into it right now. But anyway, so for Maulers, actually Brutus would be a really great choice here as well. I just happened, Shakir is like my favorite hero. He's a really good middle ground between a tank and an aggressive rogue. He's kind of like a rogue who can tank a little bit. And so in this early game, he can do it as long as you keep him kind of leveled up as your carry. So your carry is going to be that hero that's 10 levels higher than the pack that you're using to plow forward, right? So I'm using Cecia. I think a lot of people are getting Cecia. It almost seems like maybe you're guaranteed her early in the game. In like one of your first, maybe she's like your first epic card, I'm not sure. But I do see that a lot of people have her, so she's a great one to lean on if you're trying to lean on somebody. But Shakir is just an awesome, the lone, he's so cool. The Lost Wolf King. Then we've got Smokey here. Smokey is like the best healer that there is in the game, early game and late game. Rowan again is maybe a little bit better if you just want to drop a healer in and have him just like work right away, especially for arena. Rowan's going to be great, but generally speaking, Smokey and Mirky, he's a meerkat with a meerkat. It's great. Really strong hero. You definitely want him on here. And again, for the other side, you can go Shakir or Brutus. Either one is really great. You'll see in a minute that I'm kind of doing both with the epic heroes. Then over here, we've got Eddie. Eddie is one of the best A-tier heroes in the game. He does a lot of damage, but you need a few copies to get him going. I would suggest having him on here. And then over here, I had Kruger in here. You want to get a copy of Kruger if you're getting up to like the Dream Realm. We do have 3 days left. And again, I'm sorry, guys, I didn't get this out yesterday, but you can hear it. I'm sick. I apologize. But you got time to build. We can definitely build up. We're gonna do a lot of I'm gonna be streaming too. You guys come by the stream on Twitch. It's at Danger Gray on Twitch. Anyway, you want to get at least 1 copy of Kruger, maybe 2, but one will do it. So he's like, if you've played AFK Arena, he's like the Warwick from AFK Arena. He does like debuffing, right, on the bosses. So he's actually extremely useful in so he's a situational player that you want to get a copy of, after which I think Seth is the way to go. Seth also does debuffs, but he actually does damage as well. Kruger is technically a tank. He's just not that sturdy, but he can... He's not a tank you can lean on like with Brutus or Lucius, but his class is tank. So then you want to switch in Seth once you get a Kruger or 2. Down here, I've heard people doing a lot of different things. Granny Donnie is another one of the tanks who's just a plug and play, like Brutus and Lucius. And in fact, the only other one is Thorin. So there's 4 of them, plug and play tanks. So if you get a copy of her, you are set. You're going to want to put her in front, and then you got your DPS behind and a healer with them, right? It's that classic like MMO 5-man group. So you want to have the holy trinity of MMOs, which is tank, healer, DPS. And Granny she's a really strong tank. She's great. And then for this other slot, you know, Brian is really good, but you're gonna have to build him up. So I don't know. Hewin, the 3rd best healer, maybe it's probably 2nd best healer in the game. She's kind of interesting. She needs a while to get built up, but then once she builds up, her heals are hecka strong and she can keep the team afloat. But it takes her so long to get going that really teams will get wiped out before she gets up there. So it's kind of like she plays really well with a double heal if you're going with like a Rowan and Hewin or Smokey and Hewin kind of thing. So anyway, you could go Hewin or Iron. I went Iron because I've already got a Smokey and a Rowan. I've been having a lot of luck here with the pulls, so I went for Iron. Then over here, you're gonna want definitely Leica. Leica's our girl. She's like the main character and a main character, and she's a great range DPS. She still hastes the team some, just like she does in AFK Arena. Familiar character, very strong. You want to have her in here. The other one here, you could go either Parisa, who I want to call Enya because that was her name until recently, but Parisa or Arden. Arden has a root, and you can pair Arden's root with like Cecia and her game, and it'll do really nicely, especially if you don't have the tanks that you wish you did. Arden's root can help keep the enemies in line when you're trying to get through those harder levels. But again, Parisa is also good, just like extra damage and buffer. She's like a mage who can do some buffs as well, basically. But I like Arden here. I got enough copies of Enya too. So, all right. And so then we've got Cecia, probably strongest hero in the game, strongest carry in the game. Incredible DPS. She can also heal herself. She's technically a marksman. She does like everything, right? Except for heal the team. Although even she does almost everything. What she does is she works with a pet. So she summons, right? She summons Mr. Carlisle, who was her bodyguard in life before they both became Graveborns. And I actually have a video of her stories up on my Twitch if you want to check it out, or you can read it in game if you get a copy of her. It's really cool. I do readings of the stories as part of our lore channel. Check it out. Again, it's Twitch at DangerGray. But you got Cecia here, and then Thorin is like the god tank of the game. Thorin is an amazing hero. I only have one copy of him, even in live on closed beta right now. The long-term journey that we're playing, and I still use him in almost every one of my important fights, even though I have a single copy with the rest of my team like all mythic'd out and stuff. Over here, Salazar is just a good plug-and-play rogue. You get a copy or two of him, and he can just go and start ripping. But really, any of these three is solid. Niru is an extra healer, and again, if you're not getting enough heals with Rowan or Smokey or Hewin, right? Again, our Hewin. Niru is an interesting option for heals. If you pair him with the right characters, like we used to do this pairing of Niru and Seth, that would keep the team almost like unkillable, like they were immortal. It was crazy. But we probably won't have time to do enough building to get really into that. The A-level Graveborns, honestly, are probably the weakest of the batch. Well, I don't know. A-level Lightbearers aren't that great either. Actually, Marin's really, really good. And if you didn't need Lucius and Valen at the early game, we would be going for Marin here because she's probably the best of the A-tier or rare level Lightbearer heroes. But again, we need Lucius and Valen. So that's a quick breakdown of the hero wish lists, and I had intended to do that as its own video. I'm probably just going to put this out as its own video, but we'll keep it in here in the video. We'll see how long this gets in the video for everybody for ways to get ahead in the beta sale for the next few days. So when you are pulling cards, you collect these envelopes through different things. You might, when you find chests out in the world, sometimes they have an envelope in them. And just like in AFK Arena, if you've played it, the best way to spend your diamonds, or gems, some people call them, the most, what's the word? The most economical, that's the word. most economical way to spend your diamonds, especially when we're just starting out, we got 5 days to slam through this, is to pull these 10 draws at a discount. So if you pull 1 card, it's 300 diamonds. But if you pull 10 cards, it's 2,700 diamonds. So you get that 10% discount, just same as AFK Arena. So the same thing that you want to do if you're in AFK Arena and you're just starting out on a new account, you want to just spend your diamonds on that 10 draw with the discount over and over and over because you need heroes. We're going to do the same thing here, but they've added something different that's really cool in Journey. So you're actually able to split the difference if you have some envelopes. So it will sell me 2 cards to make my 10 draw at 27 or 270 each, right? So yeah, 540 for 2 more. It can be useful to not pull them if you get 2 or 3 envelopes. Hang on to them as you're building up your diamonds, and then you can get those cards the difference discounted, because it can be hard to get all the way up to 2,700, but getting to 1,500 not as bad. So if you can get yourself 4 or 5 envelopes, suddenly you're in business. You got 4 envelope. Wait, what's 6 times 270? 6 times 7 is, oh geez, 1,200, and then 6 times 7 is, oh, another 420. So 1620, right? Yeah. So if you had 4 envelopes, yeah, 1620. Thank you, Simon. Accountant over here, right? Yeah. Yep. My girlfriend's an accountant. I love it. She really is. I beat you though. I did. So yeah, so if you know, it can be hard to get up to 2,700 diamonds, but getting up to 1,620 diamonds, not so bad. So if you can get yourself 4 envelopes, suddenly you're in business. You can make the 10 draw happen. So that's how you kind of want to manage your pulls and make them happen. Another really important tip for the 5-day beta sale here is max out your friends list. What you want to do is just go to world chat and make a post and just say, hey guys, looking for friends, or add me to friends, or something like that, just in the world chat. And generally that's enough. You do it once or twice, space them out like an hour apart, and you should get plenty of friend requests. Or look for other people that are doing the same post there, and then you go in and you add them. Either way, you can get it to 40 pretty easily doing this method. Get it up to 40 as quick as you can, and make sure they're all active. Because, and also, if you're looking at people's combat scores here, that shows you how much people have been playing, because it's the combined. So that was what this number is under right here. It shows, oh, that's a guildie. They're in my guild. So it just shows you how much they've been playing. Now, maybe not. I mean, I don't know, you know. So we come to our friends list here, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see who's been playing recently. I don't know this person, you know, like if they don't log on by tomorrow, I might take them off and put on someone else that's more active, because you want to be able to do this, send and receive, and get your diamonds for it each day. I think they're diamonds again in the game here. They've actually removed the diamonds from that, and I gotta say, devs, I'll just call you devs when I'm talking to Lilith. But I wish you had not taken away the diamonds in the long-term journey. I really think that diamonds for friends is like kind of a staple of the franchise, and we need more diamonds. I'm a free-to-play player. I always play free-to-play. I'm fully free-to-play in all of my accounts, as well as in AFK Arena, as well as in Journey. Chapter 52 in AFK Arena. And so, you know, those diamonds are important to us, and I'm not sure about, but it, you know, because I see that they have them in here, hopefully maybe it wasn't permanent choice. So, and I know I'm flying through this. I apologize, guys. I'm just trying to get a lot of information out to you and get this up so that you can, you know, because you guys, you know, I owe it to you. I want to get you this info. Throughout the day, you want to be pushing your AFK stages as much as you can. And again, I saved these. I haven't been pushing them as much because I wanted to be able to get some of that in here for you guys to see. But one of absolutely the most important, most critical things to be doing if you want to be advancing as fast as you can during the beta sale is to continually push your AFK stages as high as you can, because these determine how much you're earning in your AFK time per hour, how much dust, how much experience, how much gold you're getting per hour. Now, those are not all the dust, gold, and experience you're getting, because you're getting them through the game too. In fact, most of it comes from gameplay, but a very large, important chunk comes from this what do you call passive income, right? So this is the more of these stages that you beat, the higher and higher and higher your passive income is getting. And when you click that button for the free thing, actually you should save the free one too, really, based on this strategy. You'd want to save the ones where you get that I just clicked. You get the free 2 hours, and then you can spend 100 diamonds for another 2 hours. Those are gonna calculate at whatever you're currently at for your rates of the passive income. So if you save them until right before the reset, later in the day, you are, in theory, if you've been pushing this as high as you can every couple hours, you're going to be getting the most out of those 2 hours if you do them at the end of the day. Honestly, when I end up using them is when I'm really close to pushing my carry through another level up. It has the same breakpoints system that AFK Arena does. If we come here to the characters and we look here under any of their abilities, we scroll down like this, we'll see down here, look. So right now, this ability increases HP with the aroma that he spreads out, 21% HP per second. And then come down here, and at level 2, it is 24% HP per second. And you get that at level 51, unlocked at 51. Then the next one comes 60 levels later at 111. But over here, this energizing formula ability he does increases the attack by 16%. Well, at level 71, that 16% will become 18% here, you see? So this is the same system that they have. Yeah, and it is the odd numbers. It's 51, 71, 91, it looks like. And so if you're feeling stuck, you're like, I can't figure out how to push through this. Hopefully we've got some ideas here that'll get you past wherever you are. And you can always reach out to me in game. I'm happy to chat. Please shoot me messages. I love it. I'm a guild leader everywhere. I'm a guild leader here. I'm a guild leader in AFK Arena. And as I said, I'm a guild leader in the closed beta journey as well. If you guys want to chat on Discord, you can come to our Discord. It's discord.gg/analytica, ANALYTICA, where I am the co-guild leader of Analytica Wonderland. We have a team-oriented event, the battle drills that you do together. It's kind of like a mix of Abyssal Expedition and like Riz and Soren from AFK Arena, like put together into it. So it's a daily event that has some stamina to it, and you work together with the team moving through like a smaller map than it's not nearly as large as Abyssal Expedition, but it's got a lot of the same quality. And there we are building one of the strongest AFK Journey communities on Discord. So we've got different sections with guides to all different aspects of the game, the Dream Realm, Arcane Labyrinth, and of course those guides are becoming obsolete every other day because, you know, we've got new content coming in and they're completely changing things on us. But it's a really great place to start if you're trying to learn more about it, if you want to see pictures, whether you're in the beta or not, if you just want to discuss it. It's a really great place for the public to come and hang out. So we do have a very large section open to all players of AFK Journey, whether you're a fan or a current beta player. Let's figure this out. We can do this. I don't think we need to redo anything. We can do. Let's take nope, Leica out. We'll put Smokey in here. We'll get Valen back here so he delays a little bit in his engagement. And we'll put him like this. Let's see how this does. So we want Lucius to start taking all the damage at first. If Valen runs in there ahead of him, then he'll just get eaten up. But like that, with that delay, that should do it. And you see Cecia just popped her beast up there in the back. Easy peasy. Man, that ult looks cool. I love this system they have of the randomized ultimates, so you don't have to see them every time, but you get to see them, you know, here and there. Like it's really neat setting. That's cool. That's been in since April. I've loved that setting the whole time. That's how you do it. So the growth path is another place that you want to start trying to achieve all these, right? So this is over if you look here, you got on the main map area. If you come here to the compass, it's right there. But you can also get there by going here to this section and going to quests, and then growth. So you got your daily quests, right? That's going to give us the diamonds to do that pull maybe in a minute. But then we've got the growth path here. And these rewards are just stunning. They're terrific. So you want to come here and collect that. And then we've got all 4 of these things. There are different ways to measure advancement, right? And now we get all these, which is it's really good. And we got a new artifact as well. It's the last thing I wanted to cover for you guys in this like intro to the beta sale, how to push beta sale fast. Let me know in the comments if there's something that you want to see me talk about, because we've got a few more days, and as long as my voice holds out, you know, I'm glad to cover it. So let me know what else you'd like to see videos about, because we're gonna be getting into all of it. But yeah, the last thing that I had wanted to cover for you guys here in this starter, like how to get ahead, is artifacts. So these artifacts, we just picked this up, right? So we can activate it. Dun, dun, dun. That's nice and all, but the important artifact is this one. The Astral Tome is mostly by far the strongest one, and the one, if you get enough, if you see these sprite dues in the store, you want to snag them. I didn't see any today. Oh, no, there they are. Perfect. Okay, so we can grab those, right? And I had been thinking about reset. If I had more diamonds, I would even consider resetting this. See, I could just go, boys. That's why I'm gonna be streaming, boys and girls. I'm gonna be streaming, so come by the stream. I'll be streaming probably all week. Like I said, as long as my voice holds out. But I'm always up Saturday and Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. PST out here in Los Angeles. Every Saturday, Sunday morning, we're doing AFK Arena here. Like I said, on Saturdays at 9, we start with Asperia History. With one of my mods, Mysol. Mysol Date, she is the most knowledgeable Asperia historian that I've ever come across. She's so passionate about this game, just like I am, just like you are. And she was at the AFK Arena meet and greet last weekend in Cologne, Germany, or 2 weekends ago, and did the whole day there of like a fan. They did a meet and greet for the first time, I think. At least the first time in Europe. I think they maybe have done one in Asia before, but it was really neat. If you haven't heard about it, you can check out our video. It's on my YouTube at youtube.com/dangergray. And I did an interview with her when she came back. She told us all about it for about an hour at the start of the show last weekend. So anyhow, with these artifacts, we have got Astral Tome is the strongest. This one heals you. So this is the one you start with, the Summer Harp. A lot of you guys are using it. I see in Arena. Ooh, I wanted to cover Arena too. We might jump there really quick. So Summer Harp, it'll heal your guys if they're going down, but it's like a slower heal. I can't really compare it to anything in Arena per se this second, but I mean, it's a good defensive one. But really, you want to be pushing this Astral Tome because it will get you where you need to go. Unlocked at what? At +4, we get more. Ooh, that's a good jump though. If you can get it to +4, it's kind of far though, huh? Okay. So yeah, it might be worth resetting it. That'd be a big jump if you could do it. I might do it. I might go for it. I might do it. Hold on. Let's do it. Right? You only live once. Let's try it. Sure, why not? Okay, hold on. Yeah, screw it. Absolutely. And look at all these 73 dust, 73 dust, 73 dust. If you got it, you should do it. So check it out. We're going to come here. We're going to do this. And now we could up any of them if we want it because we have 20, but we're going to do it to the Astral Tome. So its haste is going to go up almost a whole point, and the HP boost goes up a little bit. Okay. Righteous. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's one last really, really important thing. I can't believe we didn't cover it yet. I don't think we did Arena yet. So the other thing this is maybe like the most important thing you could be doing if you want to be pushing your game forward every day. Wait, real quick. You just go to see what's going on here with the guild. Oh, it's just the people are applying, huh? Yeah, they sure are. We got apps to go through, man. Anyway, sorry, those little exclamations get me. Do they get you? I'm always just like, what do I need? Where do I need to click? What hit? Where? And this is my co-GM. She's lovely. Incredibly talented player. Season makes the best guides for AFK Arena and AFK Journey. If you're not familiar, you can find them all at our Discord, which is discord.gg/analytica, spelled like this, Analytica. And so, like I said, for AFK Arena players as well, it is a treasure trove of helpful guides and information, especially for mid to end game kind of content. So to finish this off here, and I know it's a lot, so thank you guys for hanging with me. I know I've been going at breakneck speed here. I gotta stop using this. So pushing your arena forward as far as you can every day is going to get you a lot of rewards as well. So if you want to be pushing your team forward as fast as you can, when I come here to the arena, you're going to challenge, and it's tempting to try and fight the guys that are like, ooh, like he's, I could maybe take him, or I could maybe take him, yeah. But the victories that you get over here, at least your first 10, the rewards are tremendous. So it's really worth just getting those easy wins, even if it feels kind of like dirty or whatever. So remember I said I couldn't, that either of these would be good. This is the heroes that I find to be the 5 most important that I want to get from this beta for these 5 days. Shakir, again, is because he's my favorite hero in Journey. I love him to pieces. And he's a really good mix of a tank and a rogue. He's a, what do you call it? Like an invade setup, an invade style team that really rushes the enemy. So this is how I have it. Rowan would be great in here. Who else? Igor's neat. He can almost kind of tank because he hops around and people can't catch him. So he can keep a team busy. I don't know how he is at low levels, but that could be an interesting creative choice. You can also get him from the arena. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get arena points to buy maybe 1 hero from arena this week. But anyway, this is how I have these guys. And let's go ahead and pull a card. The epic cards just have a slightly better percentage chance of pulling better heroes. For a second, I thought it was going to be a gold. All right, another Valen. Give it to me. All right, good stuff. And let's pull our 10 draw here. Ba-ba-bum. And again, what I'm doing right now is, oh, we got one. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. My guy. Whoa. The shackled wolf himself. And again, what I'm doing here right now is trying to just like make my team as elite as I possibly could before I went into the arena at the end of this round, because you don't want to lose in arena, because each of those wins will really help you with your resources. So take the easy wins in arena if you can. Let's see what the team looks like now with him on there. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this man, shackled wolf. He's such a cool story. He's a mauler who leads a group of light bearers as their leader. They're all AWOL from the military, and they wander around kind of the outskirts of the light bearer empire, I think, is where they currently are. Who knows? But his story is actually part of the primary Journey story that we have right now, which, of course, as I said, could be changing. But he's a military commander who left the Mauler army because he didn't like all the bloodshed, and found a group of ragtag humans that he actually saved their lives, I believe. And he rescued them, and they rescued him, in a way. But really though, and now they're like this band of mercenaries, basically, of outcasts that are against all the fighting between both sides, and choose to fight for themselves instead of for the empires. And he's just so neat, and his men really respect him, which of course is always a very, very cool sign of a good character. So so we're gonna put him up here so the resonating up here. You can so if you're leveling someone up and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want CC to be my carry anymore, no fear. Now he's my carry, just like that. But we do want CC up here, although her level is only the lowest of these guys, so it's not that low. But let's put CC to 50, and we can have Valen. You know what? He doesn't even need to be up there. He's cool down here. So we'll leave him like that. How many copies does he still need? He needs 3 more. Could we pop her up one more time? Ooh, we're just missing XP, but we have enough dust. That would be really strong because, again, that'll up her ult, as I showed you guys in the beginning here. Her ult will go up. I don't know if we showed it on her. I think we were on someone else. But so her ult is she summons Mr. Carlisle to a tile, which is that giant tank pet. He's a beast. But so he does... so at level 51, his HP is increased by an extra 50%. That's huge. So at 51, that's a giant jump forward for Cecia. Really good to know, because most of you guys, I think, will end up with Cecia. Okay, so we need to get that XP, right, to push Cecia up if we can. It's the perfect time to use this, like I was saying earlier. Oh, look, we got 12k sitting right here. We don't even need to use it. We can just grab it. Look, there's 12k. And we come back over here. That should be enough, right? Let's push her up. Yeah, it is. Look, we can get her. 51, Mr. Carlisle's max HP is increased by an extra 50%, and her pet, Mr. Carlisle, is like all of Cecia's, you know, that's what she is that pet just ravaging things while she shoots. And that's how it works. Hope that's helpful. Drop in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions about this or any other aspects of the game that you'd like me to cover. I'm going to be making videos for you guys all day long the next couple days, as long as my voice holds out. I am recovering from my first bout of COVID, so I'm doing these as I can. But I appreciate all the comments and stuff. Come check out the show. It's Danger Gray on Twitch and on YouTube. Every Saturday, Sunday morning at 9 a.m. we do a Twitch show where I'm streaming AFK Arena and AFK Journey on AFK with Danger Gray. So thank you guys for checking this out, and I will see you next time. Stay safe, Aspirians.